Don't let yesterday take up too much of today. At times, even a 90% compatibility rate ends in a breakup. If only they would all just leave me alone with my books and my letters, I would be content to let life and the world pass me by. To achieve peace, it is crucial to eliminate unnecessary bureaucracy that prevents peace processes from advancing. There is no tomorrow, and there was no yesterday. If you truly want to accomplish your goals, you must engulf yourself in today. We have been moving along at such a fast pace that we no longer know what we are doing. Now we have to wait until our soul catches up with us. Sometimes change was good. Sometimes it was even exactly what you needed. Being human is not hard because you're doing it wrong. It's hard because you're doing it right. You don't have a soul. You are a soul. You have a body. The camera is an instrument that teaches people how to see without a camera. Don't leave a piece of jewelry at his house so you can go back and get it later. He may be with his real girlfriend. It does not matter how long you live, but how well you do it. Everybody gets so much information all day long that they lose their common sense. Nothing important is learned. It is simply remembered. Our lives can't be measured by our final years, of this I am sure. Light is more important than the lantern, the poem more important than the notebook. I would rather live in a world where people shout, "This is wrong," than live in a world with superheroes saving the day. Inspiration is like perspiration. It tends to strike at the most inopportune of times. I'm glad I see with my eyes and not the pages I've read. There's only one day at a time here, then it's tonight, and then tomorrow will be the day again. There's a world of difference between truth and facts. Facts can obscure truth. The danger today isn't believing there are no sick people, there is only a sick society. I was lost yesterday, I am found today, and I will be forgotten tomorrow. Integrity is doing the right thing when nobody's watching, doing as you say you would do. One of the penalties of refusing to participate in politics is that you end up being governed by your inferiors. If you concentrate on small, manageable steps, you can cross unimaginable distances. One little ray of sunlight can do wonders in our life. Truth and facts are woven together. However, sometimes facts can blind you from seeing what is actually going on in someone's life. Well, I must endure the presence of a few caterpillars if I wish to become acquainted with the butterflies. Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men. And weak men create hard times. Always be open to inspiration. You never know where it may come from. Begin with an open mind. End with an inspired heart. I don't want to be a tree. I want to be its meaning. Most don't deserve your tears, and the ones that do will never make you cry. It takes no more time to see the good side of life than to see the bad. To turn your dreams into reality, all your resources, efforts, and concentration should be aligned in the same direction. Only those who attempt the absurd can achieve the impossible. That's the duty of the old, to be anxious on behalf of the young. And the duty of the young is to scorn the anxiety of the old. Give the pupils something to do, not something to learn, and the doing is of such a nature as to demand thinking. Learning naturally results. It is not courage that makes us speak the truth, but it is a hunger for truth that makes us courageous. A day without laughter is like living in darkness. You try to find your way around, but you can't see clearly. Man cannot discover new oceans unless he has the courage to lose sight of the shore. Birthdays could be such a bummer when you were older than the country you lived in. Nothing can disturb your peace of mind unless you allow it to. It's the people who never learn the word impossible who make history, because they're the ones who keep trying. True knowledge exists in knowing that you know nothing. Nobody is exempt from the trials of life, but everyone can always find something positive in everything, even in the worst of times. It's easy to believe in someone else, the hard part to believe in yourself. Some roses grow through concrete. Remember that. War is peace. Freedom is slavery. Ignorance is strength. A place for everything, everything in its place. I know there is no straight road in this world, only a giant labyrinth of intersecting crossroads. There is a tragic clash between truth and the world. Pure undistorted truth burns up the world. A good plan violently executed now is better than a perfect plan executed at some indefinite time in the future. If it can be destroyed by the truth, it deserves to be destroyed by the truth. All people know the same truth. Our lives consist of how we choose to distort it. When the road ahead seems impossible, start the engine. Everything smaller than heaven bores us because only heaven is bigger than our hearts. Even a mistake may turn out to be the one thing necessary to a worthwhile achievement. Maybe you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you're worth. Firework. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexations to the spirit. Of life's two chief prizes, beauty and truth, I found the first in a loving heart and the second in a laborer's hand. Don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. Sometimes, we are so attached to our way of life that we turn down wonderful opportunities simply because we don't know what to do with it. The only person who can pull me down is myself, and I'm not going to let myself pull me down anymore. I will continue my path, but I will keep a memory always. When you fail, you also learn how not to fail. An unbreakable mask and cunning are the keys for executing a plan flawlessly. Be the leading light in your own life and break free from your socially constructed boxes to become better, bolder, and brighter. Today is the oldest you've ever been, and the youngest you'll ever be again. I may not always be with you, but when we're far apart, remember you will be with me right inside my heart. My only advice is to stay aware, listen carefully, and yell for help if you need it. We testify of what we have experienced and witnessed. May our testimony inspire others to share their story. To balance the scale of life, some will be rich while some will be poor. To escape poverty, you need to work beyond poverty limit. But truly, if I were not Alexander, I would be Diogenes. We do not have to be mental health professionals to identify the traits of the possible sociopaths among us. The language of light can only be decoded by the heart. There is no harm in taking a step forward if you are not standing on the mountain's brink. We are more severe judges of our own acts. We judge our thoughts, our intents, our secret curses, our secret hates, not only our acts. Sometimes you just have to jump out the window and grow wings on the way down. There is no standard normal. Normal is subjective. There are 7 billion versions of normal on this planet. If your life is worth thinking about, it is worth writing about. I have made a ceaseless effort not to ridicule, not to bewail, not to scorn human actions, but to understand them. All men want, not something to do with, but something to do, or rather something to be. I never fail. It's just that the people around me succeed more than I. You must do the things you think you cannot do. Tomorrow hopes we have learned something from yesterday. Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. We can't choose our fate, but we can choose others. Be careful in knowing that. Those who will not reason are bigots, those who cannot are fools, and those who dare not are slaves. A paranoid is someone who knows a little of what's going on. All the work you are doing in silence is opening doors. Trust your pace. What's even more messed up than funerals is the way people treat you after the funeral, like you're diseased or something. Always blow your own trumpet. Blowing someone else's is unhygienic. Choosing kindness is the ultimate expression of evolved consciousness. Grow by being kind. Earning is not possible without learning, and learning is not possible without burning. They might pay you to vote for them, but having a wrong government in place, you pay it with your life. Making time to experience joy is the single most important thing you can do to heal your heart. Never limit your view of life by any past experience. If a man is to live, he must be all alive, body, soul, mind, heart, spirit. There is no future without a past, because what is to be cannot be imagined except as a form of repetition.